All right. So in the previous video, I explained the concept of parallel and perpendicular lines. So please, if you have not seen that video, please kindly check my video list and watch it. So we want to solve this example. This example says write the equation in point slope form, keyword, point slope form of lines through point 1, 2 that are parallel and B perpendicular to 3x minus y is equal to minus 2. Now, we are required to write it in point slope form. So the first thing we need to do is that we need to first know how point slope form is. So recall that the point slope form of the equation of a straight line is given by y minus y1, right, is equal to what? M into bracket x minus what? X1. That is point slope form. So for us to write it, we must first find it when the line is parallel. When the line is parallel and when it is perpendicular to 3. So this is actually the equation. So this line passes through this point. I'm talking about the line produced by this equation passes through point 1, 2, and it is parallel and what's perpendicular. I'm talking about the equation in terms of a line. The line through the point 1, 2 is parallel and perpendicular to this. So the first thing we need to do is from this equation of line, we need to first determine the slope of this line. So to determine the slope of the line, we need to express it in slope-intercept form, right? Because that is the only way we can determine the slope of the line. So the slope-intercept form is given by what? Y is equal to what? Mx plus c. So that implies that I have to rearrange this particular equation to look like this. So that will mean that I will make y the subject of formula. So if I bring this back here, I have 3x, right, minus y is equal to what? Minus 2. All right. So in that case, I'll move y out. So I will have 3x. 2 is coming in. If it crosses this equality sign, it will become plus. Plus 2 is equal to what? Y. So I can rearrange that. Y is equal to what? 3x plus what? 2. So if you look at it, it actually looks like this particular slope-intercept form. So this implies that my slope is equal to what? Is equal to 3. So if, going by the question again, it says that write the equation in point slope form of lines through point 1, 2 that are parallel to this. So if that line that passes through this point 1, 2, right, is parallel to this line, it implies that both lines will have the same slope, right, because of the parallelity. So since the line is what? Parallel, is parallel to what? 3x minus y is equal to minus 2. Then m1 is equal to what? M2, which is equal to what? 3. All right, so they're going to be having the same slope. So the point, and don't forget that it passes through this point 1, 2. So that 1, 2, point 1, 2 implies that x1 is equal to 1 and y1 is equal to what? 2, right? So yeah, so we now use it in point slope form. So in point slope form, in point slope form, so we are going to be having what? Y minus y1 is equal to what? M into bracket x minus what? X1. So we have y minus, what is our y1? Minus 2 is equal to what? M, that is what? 3 into bracket x minus what? What is x1? That is 1. So that is the answer to that problem. So y minus 2 into bracket 3 by x minus x1. So we now want to look at when it is perpendicular. So for the perpendicular, when it is what? Perpendicular to 3x minus y is equal to minus 2. 3x minus y is equal to minus 2. Now we have gotten the slope. We know that m in this case is equal to what? 3. Yeah. So, but if it is perpendicular, the line that passes through this point, if it's perpendicular to what? 3x minus what? Y is equal to minus 2. It implies that the product of the two slope will be what? Minus what? 1. And we already know the slope of this line, which is 3. So we can actually predict the slope of the other line. So we can say that what? M, right, times, okay, in this case, let's call this particular one M1 for the purpose of distinguishing the two slopes. So we can say that M1 times M2 is equal to minus 1. So let's take the slope of that line that passes through 1, 2 and perpendicular to the given line to be M2. So we can say that M2 is equal to minus 1 over what? M1. That will give us what? Minus 1 over what? Over 3. So if you are writing it in point slope form, so in point what? Slope form, in point slope form, right, we have what? Y minus y1 is equal to what? M into bracket x minus what? x1. So m we are talking about here is m2. So we have what? Y minus, I think y1 is 2, yes. Right, it's equal to m, that is minus 1 over 3 into bracket x minus x1. That is 1. So this is the solution to the problem, right, in point slope form. I want to believe this video has helped someone. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and make comment. We're looking forward to seeing you in our next video. See you in the next video. Thank you.